Welcome to Julie the Thrifty Designer. Today I'm going to show you how I improved my bay window with something special and how I'm going to be decorating the cabinets around my fireplace. It's now turning into fall, but it's been late summer, early fall. Taken out most of the spring look that I had put in this area, and I'm getting it ready to match my bay window with that lovely late summer, early fall look. And so here is the basis. So from here, I'm going to show you how I'm going to transform this part of the bookcase to match beautifully with the bay window. All right, we're going to start with this shelf. Now, as many of you know, my sister passed away almost a year and a half ago now, and I still have her picture and a little tribute to her that's going to probably live there from now on, because when I sit in my rocking chair, I can look over and see her beautiful, wonderful face. So that's not going to change. I might change positions here and there, but this is where I have decided to put it for the transition of our fall look. I have now put in the base of the greenery that usually lives in that space year round. And we'll go from here. I've put some blue flowers in because my theme this year is the fall colors and blue. I have now added some of the miniature little sunflower looking flowers in the golden yellow orangish type color for that little more autumnal coloring. Next, I have added a couple of sunflowers. It just helps to make it cheery and bright. I don't think the camera's picking it up very well, but next to the glass vase, I have added a butterfly. It's very subtle, but when you look, it looks like it's landing on a flower and bending it over. When I do my close-ups, you'll be able to see it better. Just to bring in even more color in the vase, I have added a bouquet of just these different florals, and all of them but the blue flowers actually came from the Dollar Tree. And the blue flowers I did get on Amazon. To bring in more of the blue, I put in a blue charger that I got from the Dollar Tree. This is what I've done with a sunflower plate from the Dollar Tree. Now for a little bit of whimsy, I have put in a really cute little squirrel, another sunflower, and some Shasta daisies that are still blooming at this time of year. Isn't that little squirrel adorable? I do believe I got him from Hobby Lobby several years ago. In the cubby to the right of the one I've been working on, I just simply placed some orange flowers with a sunflower and a book and a candle. It just adds a little more of something autumn feeling. We're now going to move up to this shelf area and show you what I'm going to do here. To the right, I just simply have put another mixture of floral bouquet in that urn vase. And I think it just fills it in and really brings in a beautiful touch of late summer, early fall. I have now put in some of the blue flowers in front of the blue plate with some dark orange, almost red, mum-like flowers. In keeping with the sunflower theme, I put more sunflowers up there and another orange autumnal colored flower. Again, I'm not quite sure how well the camera is picking up the little butterfly, but I put it right in front of the blue and white plate. I see it very well in the camera, but I'm hoping that you all will actually be able to see it also. I think that looks really pretty, and I'm going to stop for now. I will probably come back later on in the season and bring a lot more actual fall touches to this look. The very top shelf is always going to look like this, I think, for the most part. It might change at Christmas, but I kind of doubt it. I really like how it's arranged, and I'm going to keep it very simple with color up there. Just that simple, and it brings in that late summer, early fall feeling. And then the cubby on the right needed just a little bit of something. I wasn't going to at first, but I thought it just needed a little bit. That's the maximalist in me. So I put a Shasta daisy, a red flower, and some autumn color berries. Well, here it is, all pulled together from a distance. Later in the video, I will show some close-ups of each shelf. To the left of my TV, I never actually got around to showing you how I decorated, and I figured the last side really showed you the ideas. And this is how I had it for really the late summer, and I added the little whimsical animals. And now really what I'm going to do is just show you how to add a little bit more of the autumnal orangey type of colors to this, and a little more of the blue that I'm using to pull both sides together. So as you can see, I added a little bit more of the blue and the rusty orange flowers, and put another couple of sunflowers, and I think it just pulled it together as something very fun to look at. It's bright and it's cheap. Now let's see the transformation from how this looks when I add more of the autumnal color. So as you can see, I brought in that fall-like coloring without bringing in actually fall. Because where I live here in Colorado, there is signs of fall coming, but it still very much is summery out. We have a few trees that are looking like they're trying to turn, but they're not really turning yet. And so I'm just kind of staying with what's kind of seasonal right now. And I'm bringing in the fall colors, but not truly fall as of yet. And I think this is working very pretty. It's seasonal. It definitely gives the feeling of autumn, and yet it's not in your face autumn yet. I'll do that a little bit later. I'm going to finish this series of pre-fall, because really, even though it's September and we all think it's fall, and it is fall. I mean, for me, I'm totally in the fall mood. But I think for now, I'm going to stay with this pre-fall, and then when I really decide to change it up to total fall, you'll be able to see the difference in how it makes in the house. But for now, I really love this look because it's cheery, happy, and bright. Now I'm going to show you the bouquet of flowers that I have in that pot before, and what it looks like when I bring it up to the new look with the blues. What I have done was added 2 picks to it. One of those blue flowers, and then a pick of those ferns that is turning the autumn color, just to get a little bit of autumn flowing in this video. I think it really has created a very beautiful look. I also decided that this little vignette needed a butterfly as well. And the butterflies I got from Amazon. They're considered Halloween butterflies. I guess some people will decorate with them, but to me it just looks like your smaller monarch butterfly that flies around in the summer and fall look. And I think it's just pretty. It's to the left, just underneath pray about everything, worry about nothing. And I think it just brings in just a little bit more of something interesting to look at. You know, it's kind of a woodland theme in a way with all the critters. I think it's cute. So here is this side. I need to do a little bit something on this bottom shelf right there. and a little bit up on there to balance it out from like I did on the other side, and I think it's gonna look really pretty. So I kept it very simple. I gave it a little bit of red where the other side I gave it orange and a sunflower. It's just in keeping with looking very similar without copying completely. So with this one, I just put a little Shasta daisy and another sunflower, and we're calling it good. Now, I think we're gonna work on the front of the mantle to bring just a little bit more of interest and color. What I've added now to the mantle is just some fall picks of fall colored leaves. I'm not sure what they're supposed to be, but to me, they kind of look like aspen. And since I live in Colorado, that's what I'm gonna call them. I got them from the Dollar Tree, and they're really rather large. They're very beautiful, and they bring in still that same color, but yet it's bringing in even more touch of fall. The camera's not picking it up very well, but on each side of the sign in the middle, I have also put in some more of that orange flowers that has all the greenery still attached to them, keeping with the autumnal feel. Now what I did was just added some sunflowers to stay with our keeping of the sunflower look and theme, and the sign that says autumn is calling with all the apples is from the Dollar Tree. I don't think it quite goes with this theme, so I may for the moment take that down, and we'll bring that back when I'm ready to introduce apples and pumpkins. And I definitely like that better. It just seems to not be quite as heavy in not the same theme. So it lightened up the mantle, and I think it works pretty good now. For the finishing touch, I put just a hint of orange flowers in my plants. Other than that, the look is finished. It has a lot of bright yellow colors, and it's cheery and happy, and I, as you can tell, is a maximalist. I like lots going on. It entertains my eye. Now, if you're a minimalist, just take from the video the things that you like. So maybe you like just the simplicity of one flower up like I have around the books. And you can just maybe put one here and there, and it'll still give you that autumnal feel without going overboard like I like to do. So this is how my bookcase has turned out. For me, it really makes me happy. What I'm now doing is showing you how I've pulled it all together. This year's theme for early fall, late summer is sunflowers. It makes me so happy when I put these out. And last time I did the video on my bay window, I had a fall blanket in there because I had not found a sunflower blanket that I like. So this one I found at the Dollar Tree. It was $6.99 because you know their prices are all going up. And this is how it turned out. So here's a little more close-up of this blanket. It's nice. It looks beautiful. It does everything I'm needing in my color scheme. It's not a thick blanket, but it sure is pretty. No one actually ever sits in that bay window. It's more just for show. You could if you wanted to, I suppose, you know, but it's really, most people don't. And it's just 3 of us that live in the house, and nobody ever comes in and sits there. So I'm just showing you what we had done here and how I have pulled, I believe, the whole look together rather nicely. When I come back to decorating the family room here, I will show how I will be adding much more fall with pumpkins and apples and things like that, but that won't be for a little bit longer because I want to finish up in my dining room with this sunflower look. And I hope that the whole house will just look cheery, happy, and bright. Next to the window and the door, I have just a really pretty basket that in that I also just put in the sunflowers and the autumnal colors, and it just seemed to pull the whole angle together, making it look very cheery. I don't know, when I sit in this room with it decorated like this, I don't know, it just lifts my soul, because fall is my favorite time of year. Summer is just too hot for me, and I enjoy the cooler temperature of fall. I'm not ready for winter, but I do love the cooler temperature of fall. And it's the cozy time. I can use a little blanket and cover up, and I don't know, it just makes me feel alive and happy. So I hope you all can find inspiration from this video, things that maybe you can use. You may not want to go over the top like I do. You may want to just use a hint here and there of the things that I'm doing. But I think you can come up with at least some ideas of what you would like to make your home look like. And I do hope it's an inspiration for you all. It's been fun doing this. It's very peaceful to me, very happy to me. And I don't know, it just brings some joy. And in today's world, when we are so, I don't know, bummed out and the news is so terrible with all the horrible natural disasters and, you know, just the political world. And, I mean, it's just so much going on that you can't help but have an anxiousness to ourselves. And me personally, I do believe we are in the end times. I believe Jesus is coming back at any time. He might not come back for another 5 years, but I think it's possible he could come back sooner than that. But until he does, what I'm doing is just making my home cozy and comfortable, enjoying the time we have left. And yes, I watch just enough news and things to be updated with what's going on in the world, but not enough to scare me. And it doesn't scare me anyway, because I know the things that are happening in the world is fulfilling biblical prophecy of the end of days. So for me, it actually is like, I'm going to go home to Jesus pretty soon, and I'm excited about that. But anyway, until Christ's return, I think we should make our homes cozy, peaceful, a haven, and enjoy ourselves, and at the same time try to get the word out that Jesus is coming soon. And I want to encourage y'all, if you don't know Jesus as your personal Lord and Savior, then please accept him now, because eternity is a long, long, long time to not have Jesus as your Savior. And so please, 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 please receive him today, and you will never regret it when it comes to your afterlife. So thank you guys for watching. Y'all take care, and God bless, and happy decorating, and enjoy your life as much as you possibly can. It's a good time to be happy despite it all. Thanks, guys, for watching. Take care and God bless. Until you see me again.